So yeah, let's start today's lesson. So in last lesson I told you these are called pellets, favorites, sources, record of fields, graph, modeling, output and export. These are called pellets. Not this one, IBM SPSS test, not this one. This one is just a trial version for IBM SPSS statistics. These 8 are called pellets, and these among them these are called, every one of these are called nodes. Okay, so yeah, today I'll tell you about the sources. So for sources, let's start with bar file. This one, bar file, fixed file, statistics file, and SAS, Excel, XML. These are all defined types of file we can do import from. Okay, this is simple as that. There is nothing more here. These are the files we can import. All are different types of file. Okay, just try importing any data set. You will get it available online. You will get it from online. There are, for some of them are statistics files, some of them are SAS files, some of them are Excel, XML. You will all of this. You will get the dataset format. Dataset file. You will all get the dataset file in these all formats. Okay, today I'll try to predict a model. Okay, yeah, today I'll try to predict a model. Okay, before predicting a model, first we have to know what is CRISP-DM. CRISP-DM is a cross-industry standard process for data mining. Cross-industry standard process for data mining, CRISP-DM. Okay, so yeah. So first actually it's provide roadmap for what we are about to do. First we are about to do the business understanding. In analysis, first we have to do the business understanding. Like you have to first understand the business. So what's the business about, and what is the expectations? What are the what will be the outcome? What they want to be the outcome, everything else. First we have to understand the business before deploying, before anything else. What's our main business is about. Okay, after that we'll have to do the data understanding. What is data understanding? Like after importing the data available, we have to understand the data first. So if there is anything that we need in the data or not, or what among them, what have to be the output of the data, what is our target, like that, everything else from data understanding first. Then we have to understand the data available in it. Okay, yeah. Then data preparation, we have to prepare the data. Then if there are any missing values or outliers or anything such that, like prepare for this one is the most important part. If you ask me, that the data preparation, everything is important, but data preparation is the most important, because it will it will check whether it is the data preparation is the most important part, because it will data preparation is the most important part, because from here we can check the accuracy only. From here it's the most important where the accuracy is determined from data preparation. Okay, data preparation is the most important part. It's all up to us what we do with the data, how we will prepare the data, what are the most important factors we deem should present in the data, and everything else. Okay, data from data preparation. And in modeling, we'll model the data. Like that, we have to put the algorithms, and we have to check if the algorithms are suitable or not. We have to put multiple algorithms and check if the algorithms are suitable or not. Both of them are same thing. Like both of them are not much different. Check the algorithms satisfies or not. After modeling, if the model does not satisfy, then we have to change the data. We have to change the data preparation. Again, so we have to do the modeling, and we have to again check it. These both are in cycles. So yeah, after modeling, we'll do evaluation. We have to check the accuracy of the data. We have to check the prediction, if the prediction is accurate or not, if the what are the changes we like to have in the prediction of the data, if in the evaluation process. Okay, in the evaluation you have to check the accuracy and our data is suitable or not, what we have done is right or not. Okay, if we have done what we have done is not correct, then we have to again go back to business understanding, and from there check if our understanding of the business is correct or not. I mean, if it is not correct, then again we have to check the data understanding, and again we have to repeat it cycle, and after everything else we'll go to deployment. We'll deploy the data after that. Okay, so let's check what's in here and we try to do that. Okay, so yeah, we'll get this var file. So especially var files are used to check the import the CSV files. So let's take a CSV file, car data. Okay, let's check in the preview what's available here. Okay, you only get 10 records. 10 records are rows. I have told you records are rows and fields are, these are fields. This is just the only in the preview section we will be able to check only 10 records. Actually there are more records available here in the data sets, but in the preview section we'll only be able to check the 10 records. So let's check it. Okay, we don't know about the business because it's not presented to us. So but we'll start from here, data understanding. Okay, business understanding, it's not available to us right now, so we start with data understanding. Okay, yeah. So let's check what's data understanding. Okay, so here is the car name, rates CS wagon. Okay, let's start with output. From output we'll check the table. Okay, in the table will be all the data will be available, like run. Okay, here you'll see everything, every output. Here written like 301 records. Here 300. In the previous section we have only seen 10 records, right? But here 301 records. So here are the car names, different types of car names here. Okay, year of selling, different years of selling. Okay, this selling price is at the price that it was sold, then it will be sold. I think this selling price is the price that it will be sold. Like you can see the present price is 5.590 lakhs. Okay, so the selling price will be 3.350. Okay, it's less, is relatively less because we have driven the car, so it's relatively less. Like if you see, we have bought the prior car at 5.590 and sold the price at 3.350. Take it that way. Okay, yeah, and we have drove the car 27,000 kilometers, and fuel type is petrol, seller type is dealer, transmission manual, owner 0. That means you are the first owner. Okay, you can see here there one. Yeah, there is one owner. That means it's their first owner. Owner is 0. That means in one first owner, second number of owner, first owner. Okay, you've seen there. Okay, there is also third owner, I think. Yeah, there is also third owner. So let's check it. So you have seen this all, you know the data. What we have to find the selling price. If we have everything, like if your present car have all those things and we don't know at what price we will sell our car, then this algorithm, then this model will give us, we have to try to find the selling price. Okay, yeah, that's our target. Our target is to find the selling price, at what price we will sell our car. So yeah, let's check it. First sources I have told you. Then record of, what was in the record of, so we have to make changes in the rows. Okay, for now we don't know what to make changes in the rows, so we'll select the field ops. We'll select the field ops in the column. So here this is type. Okay, what does type allows? Here it's written right, allows field metadata to be determined and controlled. We'll see what's it's determined and controlled. Okay, it lets us changes, make changes in the columns of the data. Like you'll see here, read. Okay, first we'll click on read values. Okay, we'll be able to read the values. Here you see these are the values. Okay, this is continuous, diesel, and what are okay, you see manual, diesel, 03. And what is this? The measurement, nominal, continuous. What are these? Okay, these are actually, I'll tell you. Okay, what is nominal measurement? Nominal measurement is particularly number assigned to particular thing. For example, zip code and gender, number assigned to a particular thing. Okay, so here let's check what is it? Nominal. CNG, diesel, petrol. This may be nominal, like a number may be assigned or not assigned, it doesn't matter. So here nominal means there are three types, like CNG, diesel, petrol, it's countable. Okay, CNG, diesel, petrol, or in other gases, if there is a nominal. Okay, so next we'll see flag measurement. It can be used in data with two distinct variable or binary values that indicates the presence or absence of a trait. For example, yes or no, true or false. Flag means one is 0 or 1, yes or no, true or false, this type of data. So let's check it here. Flag, individual dealer, individual dealer, there are only two, so it will be flag. If there are more than two, like if there are three, then it will become nominal. Here it's only two distinct, so it's on, so that's the reason why it's flag. Okay, here. And what is this? 800 Activa. Okay, let's check this one. Ordinal measurement. Ordinal scales are types measurement of non-numeric concept like satisfaction, discomfort, happiness, and so on. We don't have any non-numeric measurement. It can't be measured. So here, check here. So can we measure the name of the vehicle, car name? How can we measure the name of the car name? So let's take this as ordinal. Okay, here. Okay, and the owner, we have seen here in the in the previous view. We've seen, like you can see again, there is only the 10 view. Owner. Okay, is there here anything? There is 0, 3, 1. Like that only. So it's not continuous. If what will be? Yes, it will be nominal. So let's change this to nominal. Okay, we have seen here. Okay, it's come 0, 1, 2, 3. It's nominal data. Okay, and this one, what will this one? Do we need the car name? No, we don't need the car name, because we can do modeling using the car name. Car name doesn't have to do anything to do with the selling price. Of course, we'll need the car. Of course, you'll think that a car name, like if it is Mercedes or something like that, then car name have to do. It will be used, but here we have also used the present price. So if we use the car name, then present like if it is Mercedes or something like that, then of course present price will be increased. Okay, so for now, so that's the reason we don't need the car name, because the car name already represents the present price. Okay, so that's why let's keep it as pass. We'll pass this data. We don't need this data, so we'll pass it. And again, what do we need to find? Told you before, selling price, right? At what price we'll sold. So at this input, we'll put this selling price. No, not this one. Okay, this one, selling price at target. Okay, did you see? Selling price at target. We'll apply this one, and okay. Alright. Then what we'll do filter. If we don't need any row, then we'll use filter. So here we are trying to find the selling price. So that's the reason why for now we don't need the sorry, we need the selling price, right? Yeah, okay, that's my mistake. Let's select this one and click on do delete. Yeah, we don't need this one. So let's do you want to do graph? No, let's do the modeling. Okay, so here it's come to modeling. What are auto classifier, auto numeric, and auto cluster? Okay, for auto classifier we check the nominal values, nominal and this one, nominal and flag measurement. For both of this we use, if we want to check then any nominal measurement or flag measurement, then we use auto classifier. If we need to check the continuous values, right? These are the continuous values. You have to select like the number existed between 2003 to 2018 continuous values. If we need to check this one, then we will use auto numeric. Here we will see the selling prices. What's the selling price? Yeah, selling price is a continuous value, right? We don't have a definite number. It can be anything from 1 to 35 and 0.1 to 35. So yeah, so we'll do auto numeric. It's an algorithm that check multiple algorithms. Okay, sorry, it's given twice. Okay, yeah. Let's do this one. Will it come out? Let's check. Okay, if you want to do custom, then you can do custom fields. Yes, selling price you can put here, and after everything else, all of them you can select and put here, but we have to remove the selling price from here. Okay, why do we need to put the selling price and also the car name? Why do we need to remove the selling price and car name? Car name we are not including, and for selling price is the target variable. We have to find the test target variable. Okay, we have to find the selling price. So that's apply, run. Total number model build is 6. Okay, what's beneficial in this SPSS modeler is we don't have to know the models we want to put. Like if you want to C5 or 3, we don't need to know about that. We just need to do the auto numeric or auto cluster, auto classify as requirement, and it will be automatically detected which is the best model. Okay, the auto one it will automatically detect which is the best model. So let's check here what will be the best model. So yeah, so it's neural network. Neural network is the best model. Let's have check here. Okay, neural network is the best model here. Okay, check this graph one. Okay, what's the predictor? Present price is the most important one. Okay, but everything else is also important, so leave it like that. Okay, what's done? So this one. Okay, from this one we have done data understanding. We understand the data. We done data preparation. This one is the data preparation type. Okay, we have done data preparation. We can also do different types of data preparation, like there is filter, we can remove a row and do derive. I'll tell you later all of these things. Binding, RMM, if you want to know you can do as well. Partition is also important. Like these are all the data preparation. We'll do that. And we have done modeling. This one is doing modeling. Okay, here in the modeling we use auto numeric. This one is done modeling. Okay, then we have to do evaluation. So what's the evaluation? Output, let's say the data analysis. So we analyze the data. Okay, we'll do everything. Binding, classifiers, confidence. Okay, run. Okay, minimum error, maximum error, standard deviation. Okay, this also minimum should be 0, standard deviation should be 1. So there are all little differences, little things you can see here. Okay, correlation, what's the correlation, data. Okay, so next we'll do predict. We'll do the prediction. Okay, we'll see if this is doing the same prediction. So for that we'll first, what we'll do, we'll first copy node, and then we'll paste here as well, paste the node. Okay, we'll do node to this one, then we'll do this one, remove link. Okay, we put here data only, right? You can copy it, copy node, paste here data CV. Okay, preview. You can see everything is as well, but we need this one, selling price is already here, like 10. For that, what we have to do, we have to remove this part one for fill ups. Yes, okay, then we'll do filter, then we'll remove the selling price, because that's what we want to predict. So if it's already presented, how we will predict, right? Apply. Okay, it's done then, and we'll connect. So let's do this one. What do you want to do? You can predict all. Let's see how it's done. Apply, preview. Okay, for defined models, it uses predicted price. XR is the error, and XR is the selling price. So how much is the error? It's also calculating. Let's check. Okay, then let's put in the table and check it. Okay, let's run it. Okay, here we go. That's the selling price, 360. I'll determine that. Let's check here. Let's also put table, right? One table here. Okay, its selling price is present. We will compare these two selling price. Okay. These two selling price will calculate. We'll see how both of them does. Okay, this one selling price and this one selling price. Here is 3.350. Here is 3.36. Ooh, it's not bad. Ooh. And this one is 4.750. Is 6 point. It's too much. Here is 7.250. Is 7.514. Okay. 2.850, 2.175, 4.600, 5.47. Accuracy, it's not perfect. Why is accuracy is not perfect? You see here, this one, model, what's the correlation? 0.980, and there is error. You can see, right? 0.028. So it's like 2.8% error. You can see here 0.028, it's there, and also zero correlation is not 100%. If it's 100%, then it will be exactly be predictable, but it's never 100%, so it will be not exactly predictable. So yeah, this will be for today. You can try for define simple methods how to do it. Don't go too much. Everything will be available online. Any data set you can check, numerical data set you can check. So how to do it, how to predict, and everything like that. It's easy. It's not that much hard. You can check it online. Okay. Yeah.